Do you want to learn how to play chess but just don't have the time to do it? Well, in this 3-minute video, I'm gonna try to teach you the basics of chess, and if you need to pause or rewind, then feel free to do so. Here we go. So a chessboard has 64 squares, and each square is named according to its location. You have 16 pieces. You have 8 pawns, 2 knights, 2 bishops, 2 rooks, 1 queen, and 1 king. Pawns can move 2 squares forward in their first move, but the following move they can only move 1 square forward. And the only way that they can capture is 1 square diagonally. Next is your knight. Your knight can move in an L-like pattern. Your knight can move to the end of that L and capture a piece at the end of that L. Next is your bishops. Your bishops can move anywhere and capture anything on the diagonal. But the light squared bishop will stay on the light squares only, and the dark squared bishop will stay on the dark squares only. Next are your rooks. Rooks can move anywhere and capture anything horizontally or vertically. Next is the queen. Your queen is your most powerful piece, as it can move anywhere and capture anything horizontally, vertically, and diagonally. So it's a combination of the moves of the rooks and the bishops. Lastly, you have your king. Your king is your most important piece, and it can move in all directions, but it can only move 1 square at a time. So there are 4 ways that a chess match can end. Either you win or lose by checkmate, you win or lose by resignation, you draw by stalemate, or you draw by acceptance or agreement. So what is checkmate? Checkmate is when your king cannot escape from a check. A check is when an opponent's piece can capture you. So there are 3 ways to deal with a check. Either you move your king to escape, you block the line of sight of the piece that checks your king, or you capture the piece that checks your king. If you cannot do any of the 3, then you are checkmated and you lost the game. Second is winning or losing by resignation. Resignation is when you have a losing position, meaning that you know that you will lose and you accept your defeat. So you don't want to play anymore and you resign. Draw by stalemate. Stalemate is like checkmate, but the difference is that your king is not in check. If your king doesn't have any moves or you don't have any legal moves and you are not in check, then it is stalemate and it is a draw. Lastly is draw by agreement. If you and your opponent think that no one will win in this position, meaning that it will just result to king versus king, or maybe you just don't want to play the position anymore, you and your opponent can agree to a draw. So I hope I was able to explain to you the basics of chess in 3 minutes. Again, if you need to pause or rewind, then you can freely do so. So I hope you learned something new from this video. But either way, have a lovely day.